we back. The three amigos, we back.
Y'all just don't know how hard it is to get three very busy women together on a Friday.
Right.
Right.
But
we do it.
We do it. We make it happen.
We always do. We always do.
Yeah, we make it happen. Going up the highway, coming in from work. Y'all give me a few more minutes. I'm on my way. I'm stuck in traffic. Traffic is backed up. But we make it happen.
I fell asleep under the dryer when y'all was texting me earlier.
Oh my God.
Then I was doing 90 to get back here from the bank.
See?
And then my daughter like, can you take me to the game? No, leave me alone.
What game tonight?
Howard's homecoming.
They
homecoming
tomorrow.
The baby want to go. We're going to have to hurry up and finish up so the baby can still make it.
Oh, no. She's like, I got a ride. My granddad coming in.
Okay. I need a granddad like that. Granddad, I need a ride to the game.
He like that kind of stuff.
He like that kind of stuff. Make him feel good.
Shout out, this his chair. You know where he graduated.
Oh, Lord, we know if Eric's tuned in.
Him and Eric with these
Michigan State.
They got slippers, underwear, robes.
See, they got the whole 9 yards.
Yes.
That's it.
So what's been going on, ladies?
She wanted to start off.
I wanted to start out, just ask everybody to keep us all in prayer. We know we all suffer from different health conditions. I had a cousin today, she had to have her big toe amputated. Started out, if you got diabetes or something, go to your doctor, get checked, do the podiatrist like we supposed to. She nicked her toe, but didn't know her toe was broke. And they got an infection in it, and by the time they saw it, they said, well, we might have to just amputate the tip of it off. But by the time it ended up yesterday afternoon, they said they got to take the whole toe because the infection was moving rapidly, and they was treating it aggressively, but it was moving rapidly. I just saw her last weekend. We was all together, and I said, what's wrong with your toe? So we just noticed it then. And so it happened real fast. It don't take long for an infection to go through your body, but take care of yourself. Even if it ain't diabetes, take care of yourself. Go see your doctor. Go do the health visits. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Today, I was on the phone saying, hey, look, I need to come in for a full physical. So in a couple of weeks, I'm going to get my full physical. As my mama used to say, I'm going to let them check me from the rooter to the tutor. They going to check everything and make sure we good.
With that, when her feet stuff starting to be discolored?
It started getting discolored. She had her other toe had done it on her other foot a couple of years ago. They got that healed. So this toe, because she hit it, she nicked it, cutting her toenails, but she bumped it too. So somewhere or another, it got an infection. A lot of people don't know I'm diabetic. 2 years ago, election day, the night before election, you know how you're trying to get them last minute things so you can go out there and pass out that literature. I bumped my toe on a milk crate. One of the crates was something in it. Don't know what happened, but end up that day while we standing on our feet all day long, that day out there, at the polls, my foot swole up. Went home and I had a little bit of look like pus coming out the toe. And I said, this don't look right. But I was on an antibiotic for something different. I had called the doctor. Said, hey, I need to come in. Something's going on with my toe. It was MRSA. Where I get MRSA from, I have no clue. And she said, I'm concerned about where did you get MRSA?
Right, absolutely.
More so than that you just got the infection, because now we need to do it. I came home, started spraying everything with disinfectant and everything, making sure everything was taken care of, but it could have got the moisture in the toe because it was hot. We out there campaigning all day on my feet all day, like literally not sitting down. So that's why I say you got to take care of yourself. You'd be surprised at the littlest of things that can happen. And it's not just that. I was laughing and talking. I had to do a shout out to our Woodson with, as a matter of fact, Kevin Conroy, the one who came in and helped with that cancer cluster study, used to go to Flint Academy with us from like 7th through 9th grade. And so I was like, I didn't tell my cousin, I don't want to do the colonoscopy. I don't like going to sleep. Don't put me to sleep if you ain't got to. Only put me to sleep if you got to. And he was telling me to go take the test, and it made me think about Kevin Conroy, made me instantly think about Art Woodson doing the cancer cluster studies and calling for the cancer cluster studies, not actually doing them himself, but spearheading getting it done and stuff. So shout out to you for doing that and everything, because it made me think I need to go. That's what I need to do. Start there with what they say with the not this. What is not the? They don't call it a stud. They don't call it a test. It's what? A screening. The screening process to see if you need to go get the test. I'll submit to the test if I need it. Right. But if the screening say she okay, leave her alone. That's how we're gonna move out. But let's just keep everybody in prayer. You know, so many health conditions going on around, and you want to add in a prayer.
Yeah. Also, a couple things. A prayer for the Barbie family. A friend of mine, her child's father was found dead yesterday. Then also out to the family of Dap. Everybody knew Dap Gill, Stanley Gill, his mom, Mama Pat White Gill. She's on Facebook, one of our loyal followers. So prayers for her. They found that deceased the other day. And then it was somebody else. It slipped my mind. I can't.
The baby.
The baby. Like I just seen on Facebook about 30 minutes ago where a 3-year-old has been shot, and it was still an active shooter on Berry Street, Barrie. So it's somewhere off of Fenton and Atherton, somewhere off of that, in that area. So prayers out to that family. And also, you know, I think that's why it's important that we need that public safety plan. And I don't know. I'm just
and
prayers.
we need more cameras.
We need everything.
When you go to other cities, it's cameras everywhere.
It is.
Even in the neighborhoods, not just on major streets.
Right. At the street lights.
Yes.
Right.
Stop
Corners.
signs, everything. We really need more cameras. Oh, and while we're doing that, a lot of you know I lost my stepdaughter the beginning of August.
Yeah.
And we buried her 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And last week I lost another stepdaughter.
Oh, keep your family in prayer.
So I've lost a 28-year-old and a 24-year-old within 1 month.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I'll be a little off and not showing up to everything that I usually show up for, because I've been trying to do family stuff.
Yeah. Some things just can't be avoided, you know.
And when things happen like that to kids that you help raise, I ain't been with their daddy in 17, 18 years.
But still,
I had them when they was babies up until they were 19 years old.
Right.
So that really makes you think about your own immortality as well as my daughter's. And I'm like, wait,
right?
You only a few years away from their age.
From their age,
you know? So, it's really been making me tighten up on home life. So, I think we got all of the deaths out the way.
Yes.
Now the fun part.
So prayers for the city. So yeah, the fun part.
Oh, we're on the patio.
We at Gina's house.
I was trying to decorate. I got my little pumpkin.
Y'all see, we got a friend.
So we have a ghost with us today. So y'all can name the ghost. Whoever y'all want to name the ghost.
The great pumpkin ghost.
I ain't gonna get started because we have to start on here. I'm not
They're
gonna
behave. They're gonna behave.
We're gonna do our best to try and behave today. But what's today? Friday?
Yes.
So like maybe next week we'll be able to be in the studio. And if everything goes according to plan, next week we'll be in the studio. If not, definitely the week after that.
Well, now we can move into the den. Let's go through the patio door.
But it's nice out here. It's comfortable out
really
here.
nice.
It's beautiful out
It's
here.
a good day.
Relaxing out here. I understand why she was so relaxed.
That's why I be out here. This is my
beautiful.
little
Absolutely
day.
beautiful.
I wanted to get to looking like my neighbors. So.
Yeah, you got your time.
Yeah,
You got
I've
time.
only been here a
Nice
few months. So I'm
Yeah,
working on it.
it's gonna be nice. It's
And
really.
before I forget, shout out to ATN News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world, Mickey Jordan.
Mickey. You know, it make me think sometimes when we talk about I just heard something today on the news as I was coming in. We tease with Mickey and say, you know, talk about him being a producer, he be all in the videos, all that stuff. But today they actually pinpoint the murderer of Tupac Shakur.
What?
And they actually charged him after 27 years. Apparently, he had been talking and running his mouth, and everybody else that was in the car with him is now deceased and dead.
What?
And he was the only one living. He even said
he trying to be bad, or you think he really killed him?
He was a Crip. He actually gave a gun. They said to his nephew to do it, but then it came back that he was actually the one. They went in his house, to his wife's house, where he still had evidence there. And I was here listening to that as I was coming home from work, and I'm like, they like, okay, after 27 years, you still holding on to evidence. What kind of proper dummy is he? I'm not saying he was right with killing Tupac. He was definitely wrong. We glad that he caught. But what kind of proper dummy are you that you still hold on to evidence 27 years later? Wow. Now you going to prison, 60 years old.
Keefy D.
Yeah, Keefy D.
Keefy D. Okay, so just put that in the comments. Thank you.
So he was on Vlad regularly and all the other podcasts, just spilling the beans.
Spilling the beans. Telling on everybody in the car because everybody else dead. And the one person he kept saying that had actually done it was a guy named Orlando or Lance or something. He had a nickname, and they thought it was him. He was dead. He can't say, no, it wasn't me. It was his nephew. Boom. Come to find out it wasn't the other person. They said, no, it was you.
Wow. So many eyewitnesses too said that Orlando didn't do it, but Orlando is the one that Tupac jumped in the casino, so that's why they automatically just pinned it on him.
Okay.
Like,
got you. Okay. I didn't know all of the connection. Like, why was they out trying to get him? And then, my mind was like, I bet Suge Knight had them to do it.
No.
Suge Knight did it. That's what my mind was instantly saying. Then they said, and then they were saying he was a Crip. I'm like, oh yeah, they was connected. That just go to show you. I want to say that too. And then also I want to clear up something. Somebody told me, I don't know who it was, I can't remember who I was talking to earlier this week, that John Cole went back to court. Okay. They were saying that the Manleys was representing him, and how could he get money to pay the Manleys? No. The Manleys was not representing him. The judge was the Manley. Judge Manley. Not the lawyer. The lawyer was another name. I started looking it up. It was not the Manleys.
Because we like 50,000.
We know the Manleys is bad. We know the Manleys is bad. When you got the Manleys on your case, we like, oh man, they got the Manleys. But no, the judge was a man.
I thought I had read somewhere that he had a court-appointed attorney.
Man, it might have been. They named who it was that was his attorney.
You don't need to waste nobody's time.
Because if somebody paying for him attorney, they need the whoop.
But he wouldn't take the plea.
Good.
He did not take the plea.
What, you say he's not guilty?
He gonna take it to trial.
I guess he want to take it to trial. I didn't get a chance to read the whole article. I did see that. I just seen that part. I just seen that part. They had the judge's name. I mean, the lawyer's name actually listed in that article. They actually had Manley as a judge, and they said, talking about the 16-year-old that, with him being HIV and soliciting. First of all, you was number one. You was not only just soliciting him. You were that's called what? Molestation.
Grooming him.
That's called molestation because he was underage. But then you HIV too. That's just not cool. It's just not cool.
I'm thinking as long as the court process is, ladies, I'm thinking that is this man, because he's peculiar and he's a crazy kind of he gotta be a crazy kind of smart. Right? Narcissist. So is this a stall tactic? Because by the time the case does actually make it to trial, the young man or how many ever came forward would be adults, and this may be a shaming, and they may end up dropping the charges against him.
It don't make a difference.
Okay.
That young man, by the time he go to court, could be 55 years old. They still gonna get him. They still gonna get him because when the crime was committed, the young man was a minor.
And it don't make a difference. Over 40, 50 other people he infected that can come and testify to how he operate. So
he gone. He can't. Ain't nothing he could do to save himself. In that case.
But what you know what that a lesson out of that should be. Watch who your children be around.
Yes.
Yep. Snatch their phones and check and see who they communicating with.
You have the right to do that.
Well, who picking them up? He was picking these people up. If I looked at that guy, I'd have been like, "You're not going nowhere."
Where you going with my? What you even doing talking to
with
my
14, 15-year-old?
Y'all ain't got nothing in common.
But the thing is that right now that's true. But the thing is, and I hate to say it like this, we have to be careful because a lot of times they come like Sheriff Swanson said, he came like he was innocent. He had on a Nickelodeon shirt.
Right.
I mean, come on.
He looks creepy.
But still, even I don't care if you come in a Santa Claus suit. If you came to the house, Sister Audrey, for
your daughter,
my daughter, she's 14. Where you going with her?
Right, and you don't know nothing
about me. You got your grandbabies with you.
You don't know nothing about it.
Y'all one-on-one.
You know, we had that conversation before because a lot of times they show up as mentors.
Yes.
They show up as coaches.
Yep. Yeah,
that's one of the biggest ones. Priests, nuns. Yeah. They just show up as a kind person in the neighborhood. You know, you got to definitely go in. I appreciate my granddaughter gonna have a guest at the house tomorrow, and I appreciate. But my daughter knew the mother. They all went to school together and used to hang together. They just lost contact over the years. But I appreciate the young girl's mother said, "No, where you stay at? Okay, I'm gonna bring her there, cause she want to come and see." What we looking like?
Right.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You can't just say, "Okay, it's okay."
Make sure you ain't got Ray laying on your couch looking like.
And you better check with your. And sometimes you got to check them relatives too.
That's what I'm saying, Uncle Ray.
Uncle Ray. You got to check. You got to check your own relatives. You let your babies go to and hang out with.
That's very true.
Yeah.
You know, not trying to be funny or disrespectful to them. And it's sad because you got genuine people who are really for real, and that makes it bad for them people because. And then it seems like them the people who go through the most scrutiny.
Yeah. Right.
Let me check your ID. Let me do this.
Yeah.
They get more scrutiny than the ones who just convincing.
Yeah.
I mean, but how many crimes have we actually seen just here in Flint of women who leave their children with their boyfriends and the baby cry too much, they get killed. The baby used the bathroom on themselves, they get killed. They just get tired of the baby and get killed. And it's like, what are you thinking? You just met this man in the club 3-4 months ago.
I'm mad because that baby ain't mine.
Right, right. Nobody is going to love your child like you. I don't care what they say.
That is true.
If it come down to their child and my child, who you think they gonna pick my child? No.
Y'all remember that one case? I think his name was Colin. The stepmama took him to school and he disappeared. Took him in to do a science project.
Long time ago, the guy with
the one that they had to show on and they found him in the river or something like that.
Was her mama last name Brown or something?
I just know the stepmama took him to school, helped him with his science project, and evidently killed him.
And the stepmama, it was the one case was the stepmama and the aunt and the stepmama's brother.
Oh, that's
the same one.
No, that was here. That was Christopher.
Okay, that happened right here. I know that happened in Flint. Yeah, they found them. I just so happened to be watching. I was just so happened to be watching something on TV, and it was they was talking about the story. And I said in Flint, and I said that looked like the Flint River right there. Then I'm looking at it, and I said, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, that lady goes to my uncle's church.
The mother, because she left here for a while and she moved back.
She came back and they opened that case back.
She showed it. She had to stay on them. She knew who it was. She had that feeling, and she stayed on them and made them come.
Mama Quill said that young boy was the schoolmate of her kids. That's that. Yeah, I remember that. That went on for years.
So
and years
if you drop your kid off with his daddy and his auntie, you ain't thinking nothing, uncle.
Good evening, everybody. YouTube land. We can't forget about you.
I know.
Thank you so much.
I'm open mind up. Only I'm gonna turn the volume down because I want to be able to see some of the. I want to see one of the comments. Some of the comments. I gotta see some of the comments. I see y'all putting stuff out here. Yeah.
I gotta get my phone. So I want to put this out there, and then I'm gonna go run in there and get my phone.
Okay.
Let's talk about. We gotta go back 2 weeks. Let's talk about not this week, but last week when they voted to remove Miss Lewis. I call her number 2 from the chair.
That was just this past week. That was Monday. No, that was last week. That was last week. It's too much stuff happening, y'all.
They let her chair this week. And all hell broke loose.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to get to the part where it was 3 fights going on at one time.
Oh, then we can.
And we ain't got the city jail no more to use, y'all. The county said that you can't bring them people over here no more. I'm sorry.
Go get your phone, Gina.
Go get your phone.
What's going on? I was in the middle, like.
And then
Sheriff Swanson say
give you guys some positive feedback on how to conduct yourself in an environment like that. I'm still gonna wrap it up
because I acted up. Can't use me this week. I acted up this week.
But still, you were provoked. And so we'll still incorporate that into the sister circle.
Yes.
How she called you out. Number 2 called you out.
Not only once, several times. This was just, I'm tired of it. I told you I'm going to get her every time.
Right. And
I'm going to do it again if she act up again.
No, you're not. Because we're going to talk about ways to conduct yourselves when you are picked on by a public official.
Okay.
So next time, because she's making this a habit.
So I'm gonna just sit by Wyntis, and I know Wyntis, if I get ready to act up, she gonna pinch me.
She know I'm gonna pop off. We both be acting a fool. So I guess I gotta say we, because I was called out too. Mm-hmm. So Gina's been called out too. So this is a subject for all of us. So we're gonna do the sister circle movement on this. Then we're going to talk about the stuff that Gina was talking about. So the next time that we are called out by a public official, ladies, we need to count to 10 and release the anger that we have from inside of us and not respond. Yeah,
we're gonna practice right now.
We're gonna practice that, and and if you are part of the audience that night, and we get called out, start counting out loud for us. 1, 2, 3. Help us. And then we're gonna try to respond better and make them, because if they, what's the old saying? If 2 people are arguing, you can't tell which one is the fool.
That's very true.
So we're gonna try to respond better the next time they call us out. Try.
I might just bring my sign and say, you are incompetent number 2. You need to remove yourself. And then I'll just, every time she say something, I'll just hold it up.
Right. Now,
I'm going to do the James Evans. I'm going to sit in court. You remember when Mad Dog shot JJ? Every time he got mad, he just broke a pretzel.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the James Evans on her.
Well, this was my
Jolena said I was a target. Jolena, who mad at me? Well, maybe it'll be easier for you to list the people who not mad at me.
Mama Kill said 1, 2, 3, 10.
1, 2, 3, 10. Right.
That part. I'm with you on that.
Oh my God.
Well, it's just so condescending. The main 2 people who sit there and don't say people's names are saying people's whole government.
Right.
And I'm like,
right.
What is you doing?
Next time I'm gonna say, who you talking about? Because my name ain't legally changed to Muhammad yet.
That ain't me.
Who you talking about? Last time I checked on my ID, it still say young.
So that's, for me, it's like condescending. And then, with Eva and the gaslighting, it's just getting so irritating. I can't really take it no more.
She reminds me of this special patient that I used to have when I used to work for community mental health services. And I used to work in the day program. She was really nice, but she didn't let nobody behind her. And she always held her purse like Eva do and be moving around like that. They move the same way. They were shaped the same way. She looked like that lady. And the lady had a social disorder. And so that's
shaped the same way.
They were shaped the same way. I mean, only thing different is that the lady had black, dark hair, and not the blonde hair. I ain't trying to make fun of you, Eva, but something is wrong. You got a social disorder. And look, I'm telling you, I am certified to be able to notice those things, because I do have my minor in psychology, and I have to know psychology in order to handle the patients that I handle on a daily basis. And I've been doing this for 21 years. Yeah. There's something socially wrong with you.
She's a doctor. You don't have to produce no degree. The mayor didn't. Just call yourself a doctor.
How you doing?
Sister Circle, we have to have our moments.
Yes.
We be positive all the time for y'all, but give us a day. Just let us unwind. Sometimes we just want to chill.
Because this has been a week.
It's been a week. So go, Gina. What was you saying before you went to the phone?
I asked all of my out of town viewers, if you get some vacation time, a free weekend, fly into Flint to one of these meetings so you can witness this stuff yourself.
Did you see the people that drove?
The people coming from Jacksonville or something like that.
We have people who come into these meetings, and stay a couple days, and their jaws literally hit the ground, because it's like, okay, it's different when you see it,
Yes.
but to really sit there and you can just feel the bumps prickling up on your skin, because it just gives you.
Because y'all only get the camera view, you don't get the audience view, and it's a lot that's going on in those in the audience. Right. I mean, the facial expressions, the
facial expressions,
all of that stuff,
and the head,
and all the eyes rolling. See, like Miss, I hate to say it, you know, I ain't got no personal problems with Miss Dion, but Miss Dion was recording everything around in the room. Like the council meeting was going, and she took and put the camera over on us, and I looked over there at her, and then she smiled and said, "Hi." Yup, like that. And then as soon as I looked at it, then she said, "Hi," and turned the camera back around. So she had some issues too. It wasn't just that was one of the fights, but it wasn't just just one person saying that. It's all of us that noticed that. Yeah. So when you put yourself as a target when you doing that, and you know that you ain't recording us for no good reason. Paul, you know you like a brother, but you wrong. You did the same thing too. You was doing that, and you keep doing it. So you wrong too. We done seen you. I'm gonna call y'all names out. I'm tired of not calling y'all out. Y'all know it. Paul know he like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? Him and my sister was very close, but she called a spade too. Paul, you was wrong. Dion, you was wrong. Y'all instigated that stuff, and then when it came back and backfired on you, and I'm not saying the person was right with whatever they did. Like I said, Dion, I don't know what happened. I just hear you saying he tried to snatch your phone from you. But you provoked a lot of that night, and even some of the things you got up there and even wanted to say and act like you don't prod nobody when you do. You do the same thing you was accusing the audience of doing. You did it too.
Well, like I always tell my daughter, it's phone etiquette.
Yep.
If I want to video them, I don't have to go up in front of where they sit the video. You can do it and be conspicuous. Sometimes I'm videoing in my phone right here. You think I'm looking at something else and I'm taping.
Right, exactly.
But you can't walk up to people and do them like this. Mm-hmm. You don't know if they got warrants. They running from Ray or what. Right. You can't just get up on
nobody. Now they know your location. Oh, they down there at the city hall. Get them when they come outside because it's dark. They ain't got no street lights.
Exactly. Right. And we are, I think it was kindergarten, first grade. The teacher told you about your square.
Yeah.
And how people
your personal space.
Your personal space. Right.
And if I'm this close to you, where he felt like saying, "Are you taking pictures of me or videoing me?"
Yeah. And if you could hear him, that means you was real close.
Right.
So it's about respecting people's personal space. We're in a public place, true enough. But come on now.
Right versus wrong. So we better be in the studio next week.
We're trying our hardest. We got to make sure everything's perfect.
Yeah. So that was my take on that. But then that was the first fight.
Our disagreements.
And so this is the first meeting I done brought my daughter to in about 6 months. Yeah. Because of all of the
Gina was on the other side of the room. She went with us, the fun crew that was eating all the candy, getting hyped up on the sugar. She was on the other side.
I'm sitting over there in the corner, and I sit over there because when I'm near, y'all know I can kind of
zoom in on Eric.
Look at Eric and give him my eye.
Yep. I used to sit over there too.
I'll be like, if I see his leg going too much or something, I go get him candy bar. So I be really trying to babysit him
and making sure he all right.
Make sure he all right.
I used to do that too. Yep.
So, but it was so ironic. Before I came, they was picking with you, and right when I got there, they was picking with Wyntis first.
Yeah,
because Eva asked her what she was.
Let's say who was Eva?
Yeah, she was like, "You on the stage." Like y'all looking at us, I was looking up there.
You an elected official.
And I'm like, I'm looking at you.
I might want to see what outfit you got on.
No, I did not. Not at all.
What color Clairol you using?
Not at all. None of the fashion was for me, baby. No.
What the hell did y'all have to make me curse? What did she have on?
All I know
is them legs getting little, like little chicken.
When you over a certain size, that's includes me. You don't need no bunch of flowers blooming.
Boom.
Then it look like your booty got flowers blooming out of it. It just don't look good.
Like Mama from Mama's Family.
Yeah. Y'all doing too much.
on the Mama's Family. She on the Mama's Family dress.
That's not a good
I remember Mama's Family used to have the stockings that we rolled up
and rolled up and all them flowers.
That's what she looked like. She did.
Dr. Peroni said, we need to know what happened about that conversation between Liddell and Quincy. She pulled him so close, like when he was like, you're not always you don't
always,
do everything right. And she said, request
what do
for
I do
information. What do I do wrong?
But look, she was on him like this.
And he was like, I'm done. I'm done. And she was like,
the whole council,
all like this.
And the whole council was like, oh, you in trouble now.
You know what? One day, y'all, I'm still trying to be nice to these people. Because one day I'm going to take and I'm going to connect a whole lot of dots on the relationship of a lot of folks around here in town.
No.
Y'all better start doing your homework and see who up there family and who families is connected to one another.
But then Tanya's simply trying to leave. She ain't studying Eva. Eva just like start picking with her.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya going this way. Eva
Carolyn Bryan.
straight.
Her name ain't Eva. It's Carolyn Bryan.
Tanya was coming over there to talk. I was right next to me. So Tanya was coming down there to talk. If I'm remembering right, I think Art might have motioned for her.
Yeah.
And she came down
Eva was
there.
going straight. And
Eva
Tanya
was trying to go over there and she was behind Eva. That's the only desk. What she thought she was going to jump over the desk to get down. And so she made this, why are you following me? And then Candace runs up to shield Eva. Like, we sick, master. You know,
I didn't understand that.
It's like, what are you doing? Tanya looked like she was about to go to Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
I'm going to say this,
a
disclaimer. I do consider Candace an associate friend. And she didn't grow up like most of us. Because most of us know, don't do that. Because that's the person that gets hurt. That's trying to get
I always
in the middle
got beat up when I was in the middle.
You're going to get hurt.
Always.
You're going to get hurt.
Yeah, if my sister tuning in, she know what I'm talking about.
You know, she probably meant well, but she just didn't know. That's how you get really beat up.
Got marks. I got battle wounds.
And I done fell over the chair trying to jump over there because I'm like, man, this ain't finna jump. Tanya.
Oh, no, not with me standing there.
Not with us all here. Come on.
No, that wasn't going to happen.
And I had on Crocs. I'm like, I'm going to look like that guy from the boat in Mississippi, Alabama with the Crocs on.
Because I'm telling you, when they start up, y'all got to be looking at Kermit, right?
Yes.
As soon as they get to going, Kermit get
ready.
Kermit get ready to throw that hat, baby.
Kermit, we need you to tap in.
Kermit out here, Kermit, while he was
I know he was
right
here.
now. Kermit to get ready.
To say something.
And I'm telling you, one meeting, Paul, you gonna see go across Paul's screen is Kermit hat, and it's going them chairs. They ain't.
And them chairs can be folded up.
I'm not. No,
well,
these are the views and opinions only of Mickey Jordan.
My daughter, she's infatuated with that Clowney Clark's position. Because Miss Inez kind of got her shadow a couple times. So her and Davina got their own little relationship, right? Mm-hmm. So her and Davina went into the office. And they walked by all this fighting like it wasn't there going on. I did see them going.
I didn't know who that was with Davina. I said,
I thought it was Gina. Then I'm like, Gina over here.
They exited the room with the quickness. Like, I don't see this happening.
I guess I left out. Well, I just know I did get kicked out the meeting, but I was already leaving out the meeting. So I was all right with leaving the meeting on that day.
They wasn't going to really kick her out. That was just...
No, Metcalf wouldn't let me back in.
Oh, he wouldn't?
Metcalf, he said, no, you can't come back in. I said, I'm trying to get Art Woodson's attention. He said, Lord. He looked back. He said, you can't go back in there. Oh, yeah, Metcalf did. I said, I'm all right. I said, I'm leaving. Just don't touch me. That's what I told him. I said, just don't put your hands on me. And I meant that. Do not touch me. He said, I'm not finna touch you. I said, I'm not about to go. He said, I can't let you go back in there. I said, I'm not going back in there. I said, but it's funny to me how I call her out. You want to put me out. You was going over there before she even signaled for you to come over there to me. But what happened while she was calling me out from up there? Nobody moved in that direction to even say anything to him.
Watch the eyes. Watch her eyes. She talks. She talks with her eyes. If you notice, I'm gonna read.
Yeah, I know.
And she do this when she talking. her eyes be all. I'm like, is this a script up
That's
there?
a special thing. No, it's a special thing.
Watch the eyes. The eyes give you the creeps.
That's a special thing.
Number 2 will never look you in your face.
That's a special thing.
Okay.
Just know that.
When she's talking, she's all up.
I got students that do that.
Because I was thinking, maybe it's a script up there in the sky. I don't
That's
see.
a special thing.
But yeah, follow the eyes.
Like
They'll let you know. When somebody can't ever look at you,
they usually not telling the truth anyway.
That's
when
a
they
special
can't
thing.
there's something wrong.
But I gotta read this comment by Daryl Robinson, and it's very true. The only people this is hurting with all of this bull is the citizens.
That's it.
And we say that, and we circle back to that all the time. 10 years water crisis.
Yeah.
Pipes not fixed. 3-year-old baby shot less than an hour ago. Active shooter. We don't know what's going on in that situation. But again, prayers to that family. We got an opioid crisis. They found somebody dead up on the steps of Bethel on Ballinger Highway yesterday.
And that's a store they don't normally use, right?
That's a church.
That church.
But I mean, that side of the building, they don't normally use those.
No, because that's the front right.
So I'm wondering if they was like just over in there hiding, like a homeless person or somebody
probably
or something.
Well, that elderly living, senior living is next door. Maybe they was
that ain't
over
what
there
that is. That ain't what that is.
I thought it
but
was.
They said it was an overdose. Whoever it was, the overdose. They overdosed because they was talking about the Narcan and stuff. But I'm thinking, like, we got $8.1 million from the water settlement, not the water settlement, from the opioid settlement that Mayor Weaver had.
We don't know where that money went.
We don't know where it went. We spend
money
on everything else. So it's like we're not doing anything to help our residents in our city that need it most.
We really, well, that's a whole nother. I'm about to say something that's going to be a whole nother show. But in other major cities, churches have it.
Have what?
The stuff to bring you back.
The Narcan.
Churches have it. All the churches with the community clinics and centers like that. Mm-hmm. It's not so hard to get. Here, I only know of a couple places where people can get it.
The only place I ever seen them at was when we went down there to see Breonna Taylor's sister at the county jail. It's something over there. Yeah. But who gonna go? I got some warrants.
I ain't going in there.
I'm probably doing heroin. I'm not going in there to get no Narcan.
I'll go to a church, but I'm not going in there.
I'm not going in the jail to get it.
No, not
so happen. It's like, are you really trying to help?
Do they have it? Do they have it at the stores like Speedway and those kind of gas stations? Because they should. Because a lot of times, especially if they had, now that you got to get a key to get into the bathroom. Mm-hmm. I just remember maybe about 6-7 years ago, my son was a manager at a Speedway down in Ohio. Wow. And he said, "Mom, you'd be surprised at the junkies that come in and get high
somebody
in the bathroom."
Okay,
they get high in the bathroom. So now you go to those places, you got to get a key to get in to those bathrooms because of that, because they have a lot of people. That's a good fix for them. It's interesting.
And they need to have them at these schools because these babies is OD.
Yeah, they doing
stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of stuff at the school. Yeah, more than what we want to. Speaking
of the schools, did you ladies see the video?
Oh Lord!
Oh my God! Now,
our one remaining high school.
I'm just sitting here quiet because I'm still like baffled.
Has went viral.
Yes.
Man, all I know.
You should ask. You should write up on Ernst and Young and ask questions. Somebody put it on Facebook.
I just want to know. I know a couple people that work there, and I was trying to be nice, but I'm gonna have to be nosy tonight. How did it get started?
Yeah, to where that young lady could even do that.
To where she could even pick up a chair and do that.
And all them people in there, she could, the whole, that just was,
they should have been separated if the argument was tough.
That was sad.
But it seemed like the teacher was over there. It was a student in front of her or somebody, and that girl moved out the way.
That girl ducked and the teacher caught it.
The girl moved out the way, and then within a couple of seconds when she picked up the chair and threw it, because I kept playing and saying, Was that other girl? Was that a teacher or was that just?
She was trying.
She was a student.
The student, but the teacher caught the lick.
Dr. Padroni just asked, "Was the teacher okay?" And now it's surprising that you asked that. I got one of those anonymous emails last night that said that the teacher was hospitalized and wasn't doing okay, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly, that's all I can tell you. But that was horrible.
Hey, Shardy.
It was horrible. One of the news stations had contacted me and wanted to use the video off my Facebook page. I told them that wasn't mine. I didn't take it. I was just.
Well, I know some teachers they said it's 3 videos, so I'm being nosy tonight.
Because the only videos that we actually see is that one from that one person that's looking this way and videotaped, and then it ended abruptly after she got hit.
I want to know what happened afterwards.
It did end.
It ended.
I really want to know what happened afterwards. That teacher
was knocked out. I was like,
she had to be.
Who called the somebody? Because I know all the students went, ooh.
Right, but the thing about it, like, is that what really happens in our schools?
Well, Wyntis, you remember a few years back in the middle of the water crisis, they couldn't find 3rd grade teachers. 3rd grade teachers was getting their ass whooped.
Now, I ain't trying to be funny. I ain't just and I'm serious. But just think about it. Could you see that happening in Eva's class?
Ooh, yeah.
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 Because she ain't got no control. Remember, she talked about not having control.
She told us that when she first got.
But she said that the kids asked her about Eric May's TikTok and stuff. She said that, and she has to explain to her students.
No, she got to explain.
She don't appear to me to have very much control in her classroom.
She got to explain to her students why she got served in her classroom. That's what
she got served.
Right versus wrong. Sid Wyntis, what are you drinking? Same thing Jesus drunk. Wine.
We drinking wine.
She turned water
into wine.
I'm being nice. I got ice in mine.
Y'all go get me in
Gina, if you wouldn't mind, dear. Do the honors, please.
So, yeah, I'm really disturbed by that because teachers only make 30,000-40,000.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't making enough to get clocked upside your head.
So 30,000 is only $15 an hour.
That's basically where they have to start.
I can't wait until Clack come on Wednesday.
You have to get your master's degree to get up there. And then, even then, most teachers I know got 2 jobs.
Y'all know JoJo well, don't y'all? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, did she tell y'all about? She said they were striking up at Southwestern a few years back because they were having kids sit in the auditorium with no agenda or teacher.
Yep.
Many classes at the time didn't have staff. It was insanity.
Yes.
I heard about that. I thought it was just a rumor.
No, that was the truth.
Oh,
my daughter was up there working through AmeriCorps. Mm-hmm. And she said there was 2 students that was out in the hallway that if you gave them another couple of seconds, they would have been having sex in the hallway.
What?
And she said,
in the hallway?
Yes. She said she said that she actually went to a teacher and said, "Here, I got one of your students." It was a substitute teacher. Said, "Oh, well, what's her name?" "Oh, okay then." Now, okay, she here as though she here or something. Whatever it was, the substitute teacher was marking all of the children as being present. Didn't take no attendance. Was scared to death. And Southwestern was looking like lean on me.
They need a Joe Clark up there.
Yeah, they need a Joe Clark. And Tony, that's how bad it was.
They didn't have some heat. They didn't have heat and stuff around that
What?
time.
It was a lot of
Tony.
stuff
There
going
you
on.
go, Tony, disregard that last statement, please, from Gina.
He's correct.
Disregard. Oh Lord, you're gonna get him started again.
Yes, it was real. It was really, really bad. My daughter, she said, "Oh, Mama, I got to get out of here." And it was AmeriCorps. She said, "Plus, they don't even pay us that much. We ain't even making minimum wage." And she quit AmeriCorps and went and worked in someplace else. But she said it's horrible. She said, "You do not want to come and work at the Flint Public Schools." She said, "It is not. It is not what you think."
The right and don't know what the left hand doing.
But you know, I was talking to my cousin this morning. She used to work for the MTA, and I said I had a lady that reached out to me, and she told me, she said everything that lady telling you is the truth. She said when they pick up them kids, she said them kids act a damn fool on that bus. She said she had a couple tricks for them. Slam on the brakes for everyone that was standing up. Let them heads knock upside something. Now she said she would. She said, but she done been chased by parents, She done pulled up to the bus stop. Parents is waiting outside, wanting to fight her because she didn't stop the kids on the bus from fighting their child. She said she not no babysitter. She trying to drive the damn bus. That's she horrible. Said, and them flint kids be on 100.
But even at some of the charter schools, because we had the issue last year where you remember where my granddaughter was in the 3rd grade into it with another 3rd grader, pulls up to the bus stop. Why the bus driver let the teenage sibling of the other child get on the bus and threaten my daughter, my grandson, and another one? So guess what? We had to push it, and in the school, they kicked her off the bus and told her she can't get back on the bus again till the mama come to the school. And then I told them I don't want to know who the child is, the teenager, but the teenager needs help. You all either need to get help for that teenager, or I'm gonna send somebody else to get help for her. And it was that bad. So it's like that. More than just Flint Public. It's happening like that. And it's Flint, right. And right. Exactly.
We got lead poison kids. Those kids that are in the 9th and 10th grade now, they were in kindergarten and 1st grade when this water crisis started. Y'all got to remember, we're 10 years in. Right. We'll be 10 years in a few months. April will be around here in a minute.
Yep.
So them babies that was 3, 4, 5, they 13, 14, 15, 16 now.
Because it started. Yeah, because it started right after Mario was born. She'll be 10 in January.
Oh, man, don't talk no more. We almost up to 100 live viewers. We're not going to talk no more until we get to 100. I'm just playing. I don't want to lose nobody. Good job, ladies. Good job, ladies. We almost made it to 100.
So, yeah. I was the whole city council meeting this week. I couldn't figure out. I'm with Art. They should have got up and left. Mm-hmm. They didn't have enough votes to get Liddell out there. No way. Mm-hmm. They should have just left and bust the quorum.
Right.
And started over with the next meeting.
Yep.
And I also believe that even though I really don't like it, I think they do need a parliamentarian.
But the last one they tried to get wouldn't come, and then the other one quit. So I really don't understand.
They got to dig one up out the ground.
Maybe they move Metcalf over.
But so, ladies, I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all, and I really want to know what y'all think. So what y'all think about the whole Dennis situation after seeing the interview and stuff last night?
Look, I stay in Dennis Ward.
Do you?
Yeah, this is
his ward.
That's how you gotta speed hump up on your street.
I got that hump there. Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was something.
I haven't seen him out in the ward or anything. I don't know if he has any meetings. I've only been living here a few months, so I don't know. I need to get his number and we talk. But I knew Dennis before he was on the seat and Don because they were friends of Eric. And I've been on 3-way calls with them. And I'm a good person to detect a skunk when I see one. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I never got that vibe from him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That he was a racist. Is he blunt? Yes, very. But a lot of people with money are blunt. Right. I've learned that.
Okay. Right.
They say what they mean what they say. Mm-hmm. Right. Because they can do that. Right. They feel like they done earned that. Mm-hmm. Right. They can write a check. And he's a businessman. A very successful. Well, both of them are very successful business people. And I believe with the work that they do, if that was the fact, they wouldn't have gotten as far as they have. Okay. I say it that way. Mm-hmm. Is that politically correct?
Right.
I don't think, especially in the construction business, you would have been called out for being a racist. You're not hiring up. And they did work after Katrina along the Gulf. And it looks beautiful down there. I got to admit, I was there. It's beautiful. Y'all did an awesome job rebuilding that coast. But I just don't think, I think it would have came out before now. This is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. How he votes, I think it's because he needs to be more involved with his constituents. After watching that show last night, and he said why he voted against the neighborhood grocery store. I said that's because he don't know. He didn't know.
That store ain't opening, no, Gina. I know you believe, but it ain't open.
Even if it don't, it's a co-op, and people will put their money in.
They need to get their refund.
It's being held up by red tape. I can't tell you how I know.
Okay,
but I know.
So what you telling me, Tony Wiggins? Please, because Sunday is October the 1st. Gina, I want to ask you this. Remember that you are live with Tony Wiggins on the other side of that.
Liddell is more anti-black than Pfeiffer.
So you telling us that store is not going to open up Sunday?
No. I don't believe the store is going to open up Sunday.
Tony.
I believe it's going to open up in October.
I ain't seen no commercials.
So you just going to rub it in for him?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I don't know nobody that said they got
I gave $50 toward it.
You need your money back.
Well, me and my mom, I think, put in like $250, $500 a piece.
So what was y'all supposed to get back? What?
So it's a co-op. So it's like you own it.
But y'all ain't opened in 10 years?
Well, hell, close.
Do you get annual statements?
Yeah, they've been sending out statements. They'll call you and email you, let you know.
Every year you get a statement and you see.
I used to get the text messages for the meetings and stuff.
I gotta ask my mom. It's been every year.
You get your statement?
I do know in the beginning.
She ain't never got no
I know
statement.
in the beginning I got a few. I might have just overlooked.
Have you seen a statement this past year?
No.
Have you seen a statement this past year?
No. Nothing this year.
Okay. All right, Tony. I'm done with it, Tony. Please, please, Tony. You know it's not gonna open October 1st. Just calm down.
But regardless of that, well, they needed more funds. But
stop you laughing at the comments. Get out the comments, Sister Audrey.
Mr. Pfeiffer,
Tony is crazy.
Tony off the chain. I can't wait to go out.
He said, "Where you at? Click clack." I'm sorry.
Mama Quill said, glad to have our sisters back together.
I know that's
my
right.
thing was he's so misinformed because he said he voted against it because he felt like they were double dipping, kind of.
Oh no, he revealed, like, say for instance, you want to get your porch done.
Yeah.
And you needed. I'm just gonna say for instance, you need $5,000 to get your porch done, but you done came to the council and asked them for the $5,000, but you done went to the neighborhood hub and asked them for $5,000, and you went to somebody else. No, they done asked too many people for the same money for the same thing. Is what he's saying. I got that part.
I got that part too.
I was like, oh, okay, I'll get you, Pfeiffer. You said something important. They are.
My question was,
just like,
did he get it though?
So so they voted down because they saw. So that's just like, say for instance, no, don't be mad at me, Kennedy. Say for instance, Kennedy come to you, say, Mama, these jeans I really want, they cost $85. You say, okay, baby, I'm gonna give it to you on Friday. Then she said, Granddaddy, I want these jeans, they cost $85.
That's what she
said. All right, baby.
Y'all wrong.
These jeans look really nice. All right, baby, I'm gonna get it to you soon as I get my check. And she done got $85 from everybody for one pair of jeans that only cost $85.
But
what
they didn't get it. That was my point.
But they was trying.
They was trying.
They was trying. So he said, "No, why you trying?"
You supposed to throw all the members in the fire.
No, since y'all are co-owners of this store,
to me that looks shady. I'm just gonna tell you.
Don't ignore me because you're a co-owner, and I have questions for y'all from the public because y'all co-owners. Will they get free popcorn on opening day because then y'all popcorn machine costs like some millions?
I said they asked for 2 popcorn machines, didn't he?
And then Tony said that he was going to take off on opening day. Oh, Michael Clack said, what he missed? Go back through the comments, Clack.
You gotta go back, Clack. They messing with you.
I'll pass out Chick-fil-A sandwiches. How about that?
And then everybody will be there. Free Chick-fil-A coupons.
Man, you see them fighting at the Chick-fil-A line.
Man.
I was 5 minutes away and can't get nothing.
I had my coworkers cracking up. Them people down there, but they talk about the Chick-fil-A down there in Detroit. They say those was messed up too, to where they got them at the traffic gonna be jammed up and messed up.
I don't like Chick-fil-A.
Even the one that's overrated. We wait 30, 45. It's dry.
Overrated. Overrated
and dry.
And you better go ask Big Mama. We should have Miss Beverly Biggs up in there cooking. Maybe we get some good fried chicken.
She got put out. She can't cook right now. She got put out the Kennedy Center.
Okay, Miss Beverly, I got a second kitchen in my basement. We just
coming
on
Thursday to tell y'all why she got cooked out.
nothing.
She come Clack. Clack Tony, explain it to you. She coming out Thursday to tell us why she got kicked out the kitchen.
Hey, kick her out the kitchen. Hey.
Shouts out to Right versus Wrong and that post y'all put up in Flint Politics.
I'm outdone.
Done. Y'all dropped the mic for the day.
Oh yeah,
mic.
That's the post of the year for 2023.
That was
right
it.
There.
That was
That's
it.
the post of the year.
You know,
okay, y'all. Let's start collecting them. So on New Year's Day, we can say, "What's the post for the year?"
The post of the year.
Yeah.
All right,
we need
Mickey.
to start doing that.
Yeah,
you know, collecting
we gotta put a poll up, huh?
Because that's what that definitely one of them. She said, "Wyntis, he put me out." But I be loaning him money.
How you gonna put me out? I've been loaning you money.
And she was hurt.
And she should have been.
And she said, yes, they told me not to have the petitions in there. She said he right. He told me that. She said, but
to put
that
me out
was gone. That had nothing to do with that.
And they wasn't getting no petitions because that ain't even the war.
But she said I was cooking. She said I was cooking.
Now it is.
Yeah, that's first.
It was across the street from there was the second war for a minute. Now it's turned to the first.
Then they said she had left something on in the kitchen. She said she been cooking for too long. She ain't left nothing on. But she said what hurt her the most. She said he calls me all times of the night and asked me for money. I said, well, do we? I said, you give it to him? She said, yes, I cash up. I said, huh?
Thank God she got a paper trail.
And as soon as I said that, them doggone whoever you are, them 6 people on Right versus Wrong,
them detectives.
I made a post today. If any preacher show up at that council meet next week, they call for the council concerned pastors.
We're gonna print it.
They better not.
Y'all better not go.
Save yourself.
Save yourself.
Yeah.
Say that. Save yourself.
Don't do it.
Don't go.
You're going to get ate up
I'm
alive.
sorry, Tanya, Eric. They the ones that called the meeting, but I still love the pastors. Some of them. Save yourself. That's all I can tell you.
Save your congregation.
Save yourself.
Because they coming after you. People tired. And we really, summer was cool. You know, you don't really know it's just like with your car.
I had set my
You don't really know the repairs you need on your home and your car until winter hit.
Right.
So everybody who are nonchalant about this ARPA money, them gonna be the main ones who pipe bust this winter, who roof fall or leaking. Who need it? Well, I'm one of the ones. I need the railings and the steps. Anybody know anything? Harletta had gave me some information.
But the Disability Network, they just gave them a bunch of money.
I need that so bad because I got my mom here with me now, so I need those. But those type of things you really don't realize until winter come and it's icy and slippery and your car ain't starting. And,
well, you need to call them because they gave them
your pipes froze and you don't know.
They gave y'all money away.
They gave them some of the ARPA money.
See? So I got to go to them. That's another thing. Thank God for us because our parents couldn't navigate through all this BS.
Right.
No. We ain't finna sit on there no computer and fill out SHIT.
Right.
Don't you find that strange that they asked us to fill out paperwork but told us that we was gonna be cognitively deficit because we was lead poison?
Yeah.
But we gotta fill out all this. So
I think that's to cut out a lot of people. Even like some of the jobs and stuff around here, you can only fill out applications online. How many people don't have Wi-Fi?
1 million.
To a computer.
Well, look, I'm gonna give y'all something that's even better than that, and I think I'm kind of halfway cognitively efficient. The job I just started, I was working for like 2 or 3 days, and then the supervisor came to me and said, "Hey, they said they ain't got a copy of your driver's license and your social security card."
You know who you are.
I swear, I can't make this stuff up. And I said, I said, oh,
55 seconds.
Okay, I said, I forgot. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this too. They didn't even have my check, my deposit stuff from the bank. I said, well, how am I supposed to get paid when it's time to get paid? I had to go online and figure it out myself.
Well, we only got a few minutes left. I want to say this. Anybody out there know about any Halloween harvest celebrations going on for the kids?
Call the deal.
Please don't call number 2. Oh, man. You'll be caught up in stuff. But give either Mickey or Wyntis, send it to them so we can pass the information along because I want to make sure these babies are safe and not walking the streets during this season. This is, you know, it get weird. People put their kids out 2 weeks before Halloween just to ask for candy. Weird shit.
Okay, so once again, shout out to A10 News Media Group and the greatest producer in the world, Mickey Jordan. Don't forget to tune in tonight.
Click, like, subscribe.
Rich, and click, subscribe, and like YouTube, A10 News Media Group. And tomorrow, 10 o'clock, the Queen is back. Tanya Burns. Check her out. Thank y'all. Thank you.